Hello and welcome to Euphoria. This channel explores designing, creating and building models for a LEGO city. We'll be exploring the joys and challenges of building official LEGO sets and designing and making modifications and my own creations. In this series of videos, I'll be explaining how I develop the concept, design and build for a LEGO creation of my own design, a MOC or my own creation. In this case, I'm going to be creating a building for my LEGO city. It will be an old astronomical clock that sits in the centre of the town and is a historical landmark and tourist attraction. This video will start off the series by sharing the inspiration for making this model. So in this video, I'm just going to cover the inspiration for the design. Usually it takes me some time to slowly get the inspiration and the impulse to work up some ideas into an initial concept for my design. That's why I call this the I phase of my design process. Often I find that inspiration doesn't come out of the blue, but ideas build up over time until I realise that something might be possible in LEGO. Inspiration and ideas come from lots of places. It might be a visit to a real-life location, pictures on the internet, a new official LEGO set or somebody else's MOC, a picture in a magazine or brochure, or something else I see on TV or in a film. That sets me off developing the concept for something that I could build in LEGO. I wanted to have a historical feature in the main square of my LEGO city, and that gave me the idea for an astronomical clock. I've seen lots of examples in real life, in towns which have a clock tower, a bell tower, church tower or something similar. These are often old and interesting landmarks. I saw some of these on recent trips in Europe, and these included astronomical clocks in Venice, Italy, and Dubrovnik in Croatia. And I've also seen interesting clock towers in some lovely small towns in Greece, such as Poros and Preveza. These gave me the inspiration to do some research and come up with some ideas for a LEGO model that could be an interesting feature. I also started looking at LEGO parts that I could use for the clock face or other features that would let me represent an astronomical clock. None are perfect, but there are lots of possibilities. When the LEGO Harry Potter Hogwarts clock tower set came out, it seemed to provide a lot of the types of features I was looking for and contained some useful parts that I could use in a design, including two types of clock face on which to base a concept. There was also a LEGO Harry Potter Whomping Willow set that had an attractive tower and octagonal rooms that I thought could provide some ideas and parts for an interesting MOC of an old building. So, having got some inspiration and some rather vague ideas, let's start working up the initial concept for a MOC. So here is the initial concept that emerged for an astronomical clock. It will be a building forming an architectural and historical feature for the town centre. It will be some kind of old astronomical clock with the feeling of a historic monument and recognisable as a clock building or clock tower. I want it to be minifig scale to fit in with other modular buildings from the Creator Expert modular line that I have in my town. It will largely follow the modular building standards and conventions, so it will fit on a 32 by 32 stud baseplate. If you want to see what I mean by standards and conventions for modular buildings, see the videos on this topic in my channel. There's a link in the card above and in the description below. This building will fit in a prime location on the town square or plaza of my LEGO city. It will be a full building, that's not just a facade or a doll's house style building, and it will therefore have all its walls and be viewable from the front, back and sides. Some of these points will become constraints when I do the design. It's important to define the initial concept and stick to it, otherwise the design would go off in random directions. On the other hand, a concept can be refined during the design, and it can be an iterative process. What do you think about this concept? Could it make an interesting model? Is it a suitable subject for a modular building? Is it a design challenge too far? Please let me know in the comments below. Now I've had the inspiration and some initial ideas, I'll start to consider context, criteria and constraints to determine requirements and establish the concept for the model. Look out for the next video in this series, in which I'll be firming up the concept for this MOC. Thanks for watching. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos about LEGO modular buildings.